shares.
Wow.
152 comments. So you got some explaining to do. That's why I brought you over here. Victoria, I also love that she found Jesus and is walking in pride about herself and dignity, sober for 4 years. You go, mama. You turned it around. So happy you found happiness and your kids back in your life. When she said that woman wanted nothing from me, she just loved me. That made me cry. I felt that. She seemed like she'd be fun to party with.
Hi, guys. I just wanted to give a follow-up with you guys and thank you guys for all the beautiful, loving words of support and encouragement. And I wanted to thank you guys from the depths of my soul. The love that you guys have shown me and have given me, I can't thank you enough. So I went into the Holiday Inn and told the lady that my kids were kidnapped in a pornography ring and that they were running the pornography ring there at the Holiday Inn. So I asked her to call the cops, and the cops showed up and searched every unit there. That was my truth. That was my truth at that time. You know, I saw all these little boys running around in these baseball uniforms, and all I could see was my kids. And I know that I caused them a lot of hurt and a lot of pain, and I wasn't there to love and protect them as I had been before. So my truth was at that moment that my kids have been kidnapped in a pornography ring, you know, and that was my truth. And that's what I went with. You know, I called the cops and have them check every single room, you know, that was there. You know, I truly believe that that was going on at that moment. You know, that's called being in a meth psychosis. I fell in love with methamphetamine. It became my God. And the first drugs I tried was alcohol and marijuana. I was a danger to others and myself. I was going to blow up Kaiser because I thought I saw my psycho ex-boyfriend there. But today my kids and I, we laugh over that. It's funny because we've healed and we've moved on from that. You know, we crack jokes about it all the time. You know, it doesn't, just because I'm laughing about it, you know, doesn't mean that at that time it didn't hurt. It hurt a lot at that time, but today it doesn't. Not at all. You know, we laugh and we tell stories in regards to what I used to do when I was running amok. I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, who are you going to laugh at? And I knocked on her door, and she opened the door and she said, "I'm so glad you made it. God told me you were coming." And she took me into the house. She listened to me. She talked to me. All of my blabbering stuff that I was talking about, all the eccentric things that I thought I was experiencing, because I've been in a psychosis for a very long time. And this woman loved me. She took me to the hospital and sit with me and helped me understand that I wasn't able to make decisions for myself. They ended up putting me in a 5150. I had known that woman, you know, she was my son's best friend's mom, but I had not seen her in 2 years. So no, I had no idea what I was walking into. You know, I knocked on her door because I had been walking 17 miles and I had no idea where I was going. And I could tell you today that it was God leading me to where I was going, but then I had no idea, you know, and she showed me love and compassion and sat with me. That woman was dying of cancer and took me to the emergency room and sat with me. Showed me something that I had not received in a long time. And that was love and listening ears and loving arms, you know, and stood by me through thick and thin, you know, no matter what. Even when I was in rehab, she'd call and check on me, you know. And I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video, but that woman passed away on my 1-year sobriety date. She passed away on October 2nd, 2017. By her showing me that unconditional love that set forth a whole new perspective and reality on my life. That's how I live my life today, by giving people unconditional love and showing them unconditional love, because that's what we're meant to do in this world. You know, to me, God is love. You know, an unconditional, pure love. And that's what was shown to me, and that's what lives in me, and that's just what I want to give to everybody. You don't have to have that type of person in your life for you to know that unconditional. I love you. I love you unconditionally. I would do anything for you. Reach out to me. Just know that God is a huge God, and he is a God of unconditional love. So when you're feeling like nobody loves you, he loves you. He's been there for you the whole time, and he's never going to leave you nor forsake you. Being locked down in a 5150, tied to a bed, you know, waking up 3 days later and not understanding what was wrong and just how sick I was. I never knew that I had a problem. You know, I just knew that I could never stop. They told me that I wasn't crazy when I was in the 5150. They just told me, like, you need help, and we're here to help you. So Anaheim Lighthouse picked me up and took me to treatment. People started loving me when I couldn't love myself. They showed me unconditional love. They introduced me to the program of Alcoholics Anonymous. I got a sponsor, and I started working. I didn't really work any steps the first time I was in treatment. I just asked a lot of people to be my sponsor. Reach out. This phone is really, really heavy. It feels like it weighs 1,000 pounds. Pick up that phone. In your heart and your soul that you want to be sober. Pick up the phone. Go to treatment. Go to a meeting. Do anything, but get out of yourself and find a God of your understanding. I am proud of my sobriety. I am a woman of God today. I have integrity, dignity, self-love. Proud that I have my kids back in my life, that they look up to me. They call me for advice. I'm proud that I got to walk through my mom's death sober, that my kids have God in their life. And they tell me that's because of me. And I say, that's not because of me, that's because of him. What final words do I have to say? I pray for your sobriety. I pray that you reach out for the help that you so deserve, because you are loved and you are worthy. So, so worthy. Whether you believe it or not, I believe in you. I believe that you are worthy. And I know that your family and your friends love you, and you may not feel like they do, but they do. They're just tired of your stuff. And all they want to do is see you be sober and succeed in life. And I know sometimes you feel like sobriety is so elusive. But if you want it, it's there. Go grab it. Thank you.